So I've been knitting since the beginning, well, knitting since this past summer, but midnight knitting since the start of this semester. I started because there is a little organization back home and I thought it was really cool and I wanted to bring that on campus.
I don't really knit. I'm more, I kind of just help with placement and kind of look out, although nobody really cares when we do it. They just keep walking by, but yeah, I'm just kind of there for support.
If we try to summarize everything in short statement, we could say that street art is more like a collection of different sort of like underground movements that had to do with public art and sort of like folk art traditions. Technically, it started more like public art.
The whole knitting thing started because a woman thought her handle was cold. And so she decided to just make it warmer. So we kind of take objects that are kind of outdoors and look really rough and unloved, I guess, and putting something nice and cozy on them to make them look nicer. So I guess beautifying really cold and bland objects is probably why I do it. I try to only knit at midnight to stay kind of true to the name. The knitting process takes anywhere from half an hour to about an hour, depending on how big I want to do it. And then choosing the location, finding where the knitting stuff fits might take about half an hour. And then getting everything tied and secured onto wherever I put it might take about 10-15 minutes, depending on how big or small it is.
A lot of the street art has to do more with putting things in illegal places, or in places that have been designated as proper places to put art, like, you know, poles or any kind of walls. So whenever you see stickers or flyers or stencils or wood paste or even the knitting that people attach things to objects, you don't get permission to do that. So that makes it illegal automatically. In California, unfortunately, we have these very tough rules, tough laws. For example, it's a felony here. Like if you're, for example, like putting stencils in public spaces, especially like universities, if you decided to put stuff up, you'll totally get in trouble. The police will come and they could arrest you and charge you with this felony.
I think street art is very important to a community. It definitely brings out a lot more things. Whether authority figures disagree or agree with that, I don't really care. But
I feel like it's more fun for people that see the knitting out there, not knowing who it is and kind of not knowing when new pieces are going to be up. It's kind of part of the whole fun of doing it.
I see people all the time just seeing it and they smile or whatever, and I just think that's cool.
Street art is more like it's like a very interesting movement because it combines different approaches, different mediums, different strategies. And one of them is the knitting. That's kind of new.
Be on the lookout for more art because it's coming and it's going to be awesome.